We are right now, Senator Cheriot and myself are looking at a very high likelihood of getting sent back to do elections because of dissolution, because we have been unable to pass a constitutional requirement to that gender. And the reason we have been unable to pass this to that gender is because to do it, we need to change the constitution. To change the constitution requires us to go to a referendum because we have to increase the number of members of parliament.
Sorry, just say that again.
So we really must
say that again. You're saying to achieve gender compliance as per the Constitution, we must change the Constitution.
Yes.
How?
Yes, because you see, the Constitution says that you must have a third. The Constitution says a third of the gender, a third of the people in Parliament must be of a certain of opposite gender. So we have 290 constituencies. These 290 constituencies, you cannot force people to vote for a man or a woman. They vote for whoever they want. Once you have the 290 positions, you nominate, like in National Assembly, you nominate approximately 60 people so that you get to 349. Now, even if you nominated all these as women, and then the 290 people who are elected were all men, you still will not get the two-thirds majority. So for you to actually balance this, you'd have to do what the county assemblies do, where the county assemblies elect the ward representatives, the ward MCAs. Then once they elect and they see that they don't have two-thirds, they then nominate the equivalent that is required to get to two-thirds. Meaning that you have a situation where the numbers in Parliament, the numbers in the county assembly would have to keep fluctuating. Now, for us to do this, we'd have to actually go back into the Constitution and look at this issue about how many people can actually sit in Parliament. We'd have to look at that. And not just that, we have a lot of other issues we need to look at. I personally have a problem. Without the JAC is constituted, we have very many conversations we need to have about our constitution. But no, the people who have been pushing the anti-BBI narrative are stuck on the fact that proposals have been made to increase the positions to 5. Incidentally, they're just proposals. These proposals are going to be brought to the Kenyan people. If Kenyan people don't want to increase the positions to 5, they'll say no. The same way, if Kenyan people don't want us to have a two-third gender rule in the constitution, they will change it. This is a conversation. What we need to be asking ourselves, should we be having a conversation about aspects in the constitution that need to be changed? Do we need to look at the gender rule, create a way of actually making it a reality? Because even if today you dissolved Parliament and you went into elections in 90 days, there's absolutely no possibility that you'll actually achieve the two-thirds. You might actually be in a even larger problem. And at the meanwhile, you have spent a certain amount of money having what is actually a general election, because it's only the president that you'll not be electing. So these are the conversations we're supposed to be having. But no, we're not going to have this conversation because people are stuck, or some of our colleagues who are operating around the deputy president are stuck on that there is a group that wants to increase the positions. That is their right. They have a right to propose that, yes, maybe we need a prime minister, a deputy prime minister. We don't have to accept it. When we go to a referendum, we can say we don't want that. But it is they're talking about it as if it is a fait accompli, that once the proposal is made for 5 positions, it must be implemented. Kenyans can say no. What we should be saying is, this is what we do not want. Okay. Not trying to fight the process of determining whether we are going to have it or not. Because BBI is not a constitution it is bringing. It is a process to decide whether we want to change the constitution or not. Somebody is going to come with proposals, say, why don't we change this aspect of the constitution, this aspect of the constitution, this aspect of the constitution. Okay. Kenyans are going to say, we don't want to change it. Okay. Or we want to change it. Let's stop fighting the process. Let us wait. We don't even know what the BBI is going to actually say.
Okay, we don't know what it's going to say, but you call it a storm and it's going to vanquish propagandists. But anyway, let's put that aside. I don't have anything.
Yes, because we are going to push. Because Wahiga, we are going to push the narrative. We are going to push the narrative that we need as a country to have a conversation about our constitution. That is the storm that is coming.
That's the storm you're talking about.
It is not going to be wished away by trying to make it about